Hi everyone, my name is Jared and this is Chippewa Church Online. I've been thinking a lot about a quote that I heard from the great American novelist Amy Krauss Rosenthal, who said that we should pay attention to the things that we pay attention to. That basically means that don't miss the forest for the trees. Look at the things that you're looking at. Look at where your attention and time and talent and treasures are going. And chances are those are going to be the things that are the most important to you. For me and for my family, the last number of weeks has been really heavily focused on what's happening today at 3:18 p.m. That for 4 minutes, the day will turn into night as the moon passes in front of the sun and the solar eclipse where we happen to be in the path of totality. I happen to believe that Niagara is probably one of the best places to view anything from, and so getting to see what is a once-in-a-lifetime event seemed like something worth putting our time and energy and talent into focusing on. We focused on what we were focused on, because that seemed to be what matters the most. But the reality of the clouds coming in changed the story a little bit. People started to wonder if it was really worth it to go and drive for something that they're not really going to even be able to see. There's a blasé air in the world around us. For those who live here in the path of totality, this is something that's happening to us. And when something's happening to us, it might be worth checking out, but if there's something else that's coming along that's better, maybe we'll do that instead. We live in a world that has so thoroughly and totally mastered our material universe that for a mere few pennies, we've been able to construct something to stare directly at the sun, the fuel and the source of all power and life on this planet. It is now so thoroughly mastered that we can stare up at it and watch it blink first. The world that we live in is unimpressed with the mere dancing of the celestial bodies. The psalmist wrote that the heavens declare the glory of God, the skies are the work of his hands. The ancients looked up and they saw the celestial bodies moving in their orbit and doing their dance, and they saw that it was ordered and repeatable and predictable, and all of that filled them with a sense of wonder that there was an author behind all of it. We look at the same today and we say the author might be unknown, but the source of it is gravity. All of it has been so thoroughly explained and consumed and mastered that the only thing driving us forward today is the sense of a fear of missing out. This is the great solar eclipse because for the first time in human history, more than 200 million people are within driving distance of this event. More people are going to be able to see the total solar eclipse than at any point in human history. And that is impressive in and of itself. But the only thing that's driving it is a fear of missing out. Being the message that we have bought that says that so totally consumed are we with the fact that this is going to happen only once in our lifetime. That is what drives us forward. That is what pushes us outside. But the gift of it is that for that minute, as the moon passes in front of the sun, something happens in our world. Our world, yes, goes dark. But the realization will dawn on people that for the first time in maybe who knows how long for them, they have a chance to stop and look up. To understand that they are simply part of something so much larger than they can comprehend or realize. and that something in this world is beyond their control. Something in this world is happening to them. And this is the start of wonder, of awe, and of hope. When we understand our place in the universe, the question that we are begging to answer is not how are these things happening. We understand the how of all of it. But why does this matter? Our wonder, our awe, is not governed in a vertical trajectory anymore. We don't look up and say, boy, I wonder how that happens. We know how it happens. We know exactly what's happening. But what we don't get is why. Why does it feel so good to be stopping all of the stuff that we have to do, and at one moment turning our eyes in the same direction as every other person on the planet? For 4 minutes, experiencing something together. We live in a world that is so focused on an individual and an individual's experience that we have missed our collective capacity for wonder. That wonder and awe are something that we are supposed to experience together. We are made for community experiences, and we are made for community engagement. We're not made to simply go through life experiencing our moments and our minutes. We're made to go through life finding the touchstones in our world that change not only our world, but change us as well. For 200 million people who live within a 2-hour drive of the path of totality, we are all going to share a common language. We are all going to share a common memory. We are all going to share the common grace of what it means to be human. That in a world that is so rapidly consumed with mine and me and our, we will have something that we can share. That is the ultimate gift of wonder. That is the ultimate gift of awe. And that is why I think more than ever we need to reintroduce wonder into the curriculum of our world. We live in a secular age, and we should embrace the fact that secularity means that we come at this from a rational perspective. We come at everything from a rational, reasonable perspective. What we don't understand, though, is that while we might be intelligent beyond our wildest expectations and our wildest understandings, we are not brains on sticks. We are made to feel and to love and to move in community together. What's missing from this eclipse is not the people predicting the end of the world, or the people calling for repentance, or the people predicting a new Y2K or some kind of coming apocalypse. What's missing from this is the ability for people to talk to each other about what this means in a way that is meaningful, engaging, and hopeful and helpful. What wonder does is wonder puts us in a position of humility. It forces us to lead not with our certainty or with our answers, but with our questions and with our hopes. What wonder does is teaches us a common language in a pluralistic society. Wonder is our shared vantage point. It is our shared community and our shared commitment to lean into something that we don't understand, and we cannot be a people of wonder unless we first embrace the reality of doubt in every part of our life, including in our own doubts. We, as a people, need to rediscover our capacity for wisdom, because wisdom and wonder are two sides of the same coin. We find wonder in the things that happen around us. We find wonder in the stories and in the relationships that we build. We find wonder in the experience of living life fully alive, fully aware of what is happening around us. We pay attention to what we pay attention to. And we look up. We look around us. And we learn to ask the questions that matter. Forget about the how. Forget about the what. Wonder asks the questions of why. Why does any of this matter? Why does it feel so good for us to simply stop and be present for 4 minutes together with the people around us? Why do we care about this stuff at all? In a world that is divided and fractured, that is so consumed with the way that it has to be or the way it should be, that we forget about the way it can be. We need to reintroduce wonder into our curriculum for our shared consciousness, our shared story, our social imaginary, because it is the only thing that will set us free from the malaise of modernity. Without the ability to ask questions of each other, to ask questions of ourselves, to ask questions of our world that really matter, all we're going to be left with is our individual pockets of certainty, talking past each other or talking loudly at each other, and missing the opportunity to understand our own story a little bit better. So we want to invite you to do all of the YouTube things that they tell you to do, to share this video as an introduction to our new course together online, an introduction to wonder. And let's ask good questions together. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.